Hello, guys. Welcome to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on some interesting updates. We start with this report claiming that Barcelona determined the main position they want to reinforce. Which position particularly is that? We are going to discuss on that as we progress. Secondly, we are going to be talking about Frank Kessié, as it has been reported that Barcelona face an obstacle in the new signings as 26-year-old Frank Kessié insists on staying at Barca. We are also going to be looking much on that. So guys, as we get right into the full stories, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. If you're just coming across the channel for the very first time, you are highly welcome. Consider liking the video and please watch right up to the very end. Barcelona succumbed to a 5-3 defeat in their first pre-season game earlier this week. Locking horns with Arsenal, the Blaugrana showed flashes of brilliance while also highlighting the key voids in the setup. The manager has taken note of the areas his side lacked against Mikel Arteta's side. According to report from Alex Pintanel, Barca have identified their primary objectives for the remainder of the transfer market as the signing of a new right back, avoiding Dani Alves' departure. Sergio Dest was a player who started at right back in the team's most recent outing and looked considerably out of depth in his 45-minute spell. However, he is just the latest in the long list of the club's failed attempts to fill the void Dani Alves' departure left. Nelson Semedo and Sergi Roberto were some of the options the Catalans attempted to use to reinforce the position, but none came to fruition. In fact, the only player who came very close to filling the void was Alves himself in his second stint at the club. Last season, Xavi used Jules Koundé at right back for the most part. While the Frenchman proved to be a valuable resource, it is no secret that his true prowess lies in the central defense. So let's talk about Barca's two options to reinforce the right back. Xavi and Matteo Alemany see the need for the R to be an experienced option at right back. On that front, João Cancelo seems a good fit. The Manchester City star has no depth of experience, having even served a loan spell at Bayern Munich over the past year. However, his arrival will not come cheap. Pep Guardiola's side seek €50 million for the right back services, and it is clear that Barcelona cannot afford such a fee at this point in time. The alternative, it appears, is the young Ivan Fresneda. The 18-year-old Real Valladolid prospect has just a year of experience under his belt, yet his €20 million release clause places him well on the economic front, and the soon-to-be sporting director Deco is willing to take the bet on his potential. Of course, it doesn't come as a surprise to anyone that right back should be strengthened. I don't know if they were taking this seriously, and despite just playing one game this preseason so far against Arsenal on Thursday morning, they have already realized as quickly as they can the urgent position they need to go for. Right back, right back, right back. That is what we have been saying for a long time. We quite remember when the season came to an end, Xavi had an interview where he was talking about, his top priorities when it comes to the transfer market. And I was quite shocked. Shocked that Xavi did not prioritize a right back. He was only focusing on the DM, a DM, an alternative striker to Lewandowski, and maybe possibly a left winger. But have we seen that transfer window move in that direction? I would say not exactly, not really. And now it's already exposed from the performance that Barca had against Arsenal, which was, I think, a little bit poor. the right back was also the weakness that Barca is going well while having. Sergio Dest isn't a player that we can rely upon. Let's be honest. We can't rely upon Sergio Dest for next season. Like, what are we going to compete for next season? Are we going to compete for everything? Definitely, we have to do that. Will Dest do the job? No. Honestly, guys, we all know that our crippling finances is dealing with us mercilessly because our first choice, we have not gotten none of them this summer. We haven't because Jao Cancelo is supposed to be the first choice. Javi have already said that's what he wants, but Javi needs to know more than anybody that Jao Cancelo's move to Barca at this point in time is next to impossible. Definitely, we are not going for Jao Cancelo. A player rated at 70 million? Definitely. This Barca nowadays can't. Because now we're talking about players like Ivan Fresneda, for example, who is a cheaper alternative. Barca have been sluggish because there haven't been any general consensus within the Barcelona camp as to this guy. The potential is there, but there are some differences between Xavi and sporting directors Deco and Alemany, as Xavi does not see Fresneda as a player who will fit the bill. But the other sporting directors, they believe that Fresneda is a player with great potential and prospect, and that is why the delays in the negotiations have been there till today, and time is running out. And that's why it's very important to have pre-seasons because we see the weaknesses of the team. Just imagine against Arsenal, Barca have already started identifying that a right back is needed urgently. Then moving on to the next story of discussion. Barcelona possesses a wealthy wage bill with a club in dire need of offloading fringe assets if they intend to make advancements in the transfer market. Xavi and the coaching staff have particularly requested additional reinforcements in midfield as the coach seeks profiles that fit the mold. Following the signings of Oriol Romeo and Ilkay Gundogan in midfield, Frank Kessie faces a demotion in the hierarchy. Playtime already arrived irregularly for the player last season and is expected to reduce further now that competition has risen. In fact, early reports claim that the Catalan club wanted the player sold even before pre-season kicked off. Despite these complications, as per a fresh update from Catalonian radio outlet Cadena Ser, Kessie is adamant about succeeding at Barcelona. The Ivorian international believes he has what it takes to rise above the competition, especially after completing the adaptation phase. Barca has spent the summer looking to suitors that would be interested in Frank Kessie's services, but resistance to leave has brought obstacles as a potential departure. While Juventus have shown serious interest, returning to Italy does not appeal to Frank Kessie. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.